Oh, the sun's coming out.
I used to be crazy.
Jinx, you owe me a kiss on the lips.
Oh, you got me there. Pavel, scoot in a little more.
Toward the table.
There you go. Thank you.
I love you, Pavel. Can't get enough
And
of you,
then,
man.
Andy, I'm going to have you turn towards the camera.
Jerry just can't get
All right, we're rolling, boys. Let's go. Sun's coming out. Pavel's going to get naked.
Oh, sweet.
Yep. Did I not tell you that was part of it? Grab the other mic, please, sir.
Pavel, you packing.
All right, what are we thinking? Is this going to be... Pavel, so, like, every, 2 minutes, I'm going to need you to, check the phone to see if it's still recording. Okay. Is it still recording? Perfect, thank you. Let me know how that looks, Jizzy.
That looks nice. Dude, the background's so cool.
I know, the background's sick.
The sky's beautiful, too.
Sun's coming out.
Oh, yeah. That means buns are coming out, right, Pavel?
Bonds.
So, on the mics, you just got to hold it close to your... Yeah, just right there.
Okay.
What about this, Jizzy? For this episode, can I do... I'll do my intro and then yours, but I'm gonna take my intro and then make my own, and then you can make yours of it, and then you just cut it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And what I was thinking for that last episode, the one that you had, send me that whenever you're done, and I'm just gonna post a little snippet on my vlog and be like, if you guys want to see the rest, you gotta go to 10
Oh,
minutes.
sick. We can just do your episode today. That's fine.
Okay. But you didn't want to make yours too?
No, you're good.
Okay. All right. We'll do
with the boys.
All right. We'll make it my episode.
I can make sure this stays recorded too if you want.
Yeah. But I want you in the pod too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd probably be easier since there's 2 mics too.
It's all good. We gotta pass it around.
Just pass the mic.
Yeah, turn it a little other way. So the phone.
on top.
Okay.
perfect.
Okay. Like I said, first one.
Oh, you're good. Bro.
I don't know what episode this is, but I'm gonna guess. 23?
No.
15? 16? No, it's 20 something, bro.
Is it really?
Yeah, swear to God. We've been at it for a minute, but
Holy shit, man.
all right, you guys, welcome back to another episode of the Elevate and Penetrate podcast. To my right, we have the man, the myth, the legend. Take off the hood for a second so the people can see your beautiful hair. The devil in Prada, aka DOE, aka Devil of Everett. How we doing today, buddy?
Good.
Good.
Just another day.
Just another day. Another day in paradise, right?
Always.
Always. All right, to my left over here, we got Corbin, a.k.a. Asian Cracker. How we feeling today?
I'm feeling fantastic. This coffee's got me amped up.
Okay, let's go. And to my far left, right next to Corbin, is none other than Jizzy J, jizzing it up. How we doing?
Yes, sir. I'm good. I'm chilling.
Let's go. And guys, to my far left over here, he has a first ever podcast.
First ever.
We got the man, the myth, the legend, Andy. Andy, we don't have a nickname for you, huh?
Not yet.
Not yet. Maybe by the end of this
Maybe.
podcast.
Maybe.
Oh, that's pretty good.
He likes
Andy
to. He does like to
Combo,
call me Combo.
Straight. I like that. Combo's a good one.
Combo straight.
Oh man, beautiful day out here. We're at the Muse. This is episode 23, I think. But I'm gonna start it off on this podcast, you guys. Andy had a cool little story to tell us. It was kind of like first day at Charlie's Combat Club. He was
Not a cool story.
It wasn't a cool story.
No.
Okay. But he wanted to tell us.
It's an epic story.
Okay. Even better. He wanted to tell us before the podcast, but we had to shut him up so we can save it. So this is all our first times hearing this. So I'm gonna let you take the floor here, Mr. Andy.
All right. So the scene is 5 years ago. That's when I started at Charlie's.
Wow.
COVID, August. My gym shut down, so I went to Charlie's for the free day, free class, and I did 3 classes in a row. I did kickboxing and then BJJ and then grappling.
Nice.
So I signed up for the year right after, and I go outside. It's a weeknight, and I go outside. And first of all, a little bit of context. The truck I drove, the transmission blew that week, so I had to get it towed driving in Monroe when I was gonna go hiking. And so it only goes 30 miles an hour in second gear, so I had to go to second gear to get there. So I'm gonna limp home, but when I go out, all 4 tires are slashed.
Oh shit.
It's like 9 p.m., after the 8 p.m., and they're completely flat. And I call a tow truck, wait for the tow truck. Tow truck comes, he's like, we have to call the police. I'm like, I'm just trying to get home, But he's like, he's like, clearly this is a crime, like intentional. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So we have to wait for the police. We do a police report, gets towed home. So yeah, that's my story, is literally right after I signed up for Charlie's first day, the day the transmission blew, and then all 4 tires got slashed. So that's when I got my next 4Runner when that Yukon went down.
Did you park right outside Charlie's?
Right out front? I was like, is this just how it is around here in
Welcome
Everett?
to Everett.
Yeah. So I was pretty scared for a while.
Did Jake come out and be like, "What the hell?" or like what?
No, I think Mrs. P was there, and she's like, or maybe next time I told her what happened, she's like, yeah, this never happened. So I have no idea.
That's
what
so
happened.
weird. Maybe
Yeah.
they just had like a grievance against
I don't know.
4Runners or something.
It's like a
Fuck
mystery.
Toyota, I guess.
It's a mystery.
That's wild.
Isn't it wild?
Yeah.
Like
Toyota's the old Tesla. You know what I mean?
I know, for real.
No, it's like a old green Yukon, with like
Oh.
rims. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
That's messed up.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I'd be pissed. But honestly, I feel like that's pretty on par for outside of Charlie's. Like maybe not that extreme, but I can't tell you how many times I've walked out and there's just been some crazy shit going on.
Really?
I mean,
It's definitely toned down though. The past year, honestly, it's really toned down.
Yeah.
So we must have cleaned the streets up pretty well.
hope so.
You know what I think, guys? My theory on this is because none other than this guy, the Devil of Everett, he's been helping just serve the community so much, and he's been giving back so much to the city of Everett, man. I think
It's true.
Thank you so much, Pavel.
probably gonna be the next Phoenix Jones. Look at him acting all humble.
He likes that. Hey, how's your I wanted to ask how your British accent is so good.
Oh, dude, my accent's like famous around the gym.
That's Australian, bro. That's
Oh, is it Australian? Okay.
Crazy good Australian accent.
I can't do them on command. The British one comes out randomly.
The Australian one.
The Australian is kind of on command. I've just been doing that since like 2nd grade. But it's like famous around the gym because sometimes I'll just show up high, and everyone says they know I'm high when I'm like in my Australian or British accent. So
You could totally pull it off
Awesome.
if
I know.
someone didn't know you.
when I was in high school, I would do like summer
No.
camps and stuff, and I would make people from like other states think I was Australian. They worked in, like everyone there thought I was Australian.
You could
except
totally
people
pass
that
for being
wrote the-
Australian.
I'm kind of jealous of that.
It was awesome.
You like could look Australian.
Right. 100%.
Yeah.
In the summertime in North Carolina, I spent a tan too. I was all bronzed up, you know.
Stuff, it's crazy, dude. That's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
I don't have a bad Indian accent myself. Bro, we gotta like walk around. You got the Australian accent, I got the Indian.
That should be a pod.
What the hell? What accent you
Yeah,
got?
Pavel.
What do you think?
Let me hear your Russian one. This guy, he'll switch to Russian too. Let me hear it.
Oh, I can't do it right now.
Can't do it. Why not? Stop acting humble, Pavel.
It just comes out,
It
man.
just comes out. Okay. We gotta get him in the mood.
Oh, you're thinking of my accent that I have?
Yeah. What accent?
Oh, you do not know my Japanese accent.
Not bad. That's actually pretty good. Your Japanese side's coming out, Asian cracker.
Well, let me get the katana out of my truck. I committed a seppuku.
I think the next thing we could segment off to is like any funny stories at the gym. Charlie's. I feel like there's so many. Where do we start?
Pavel, weren't you telling one earlier?
Yeah,
with-
Pavel, do you have a funny story at the gym? All right. Let's hear it.
I remember one time sparring with Bruce.
Okay.
He was beating the shit out of me. He pinned me to the wall. I was trying to knee him. I accidentally kneed him in the nuts. And Bruce was like, "That's my nuts." And then he just starts trying to knock me out. he literally threw like a perfect hook to my head.
Oh my god.
But luckily it didn't put me to the ground.
You ever been knocked out at the gym, Pavel?
A couple of times.
A couple of times. Like, knocked out in the head or body?
Head.
Like, you've been knocked out.
Yeah, twice.
Twice. Tell me, can I hear one of the stories?
When's the hardest you've been hit?
Yeah.
First one was from Lisa.
She's a beast.
I remember that.
I didn't expect her. So
The
like
ghost keeps moving your drink, Pavel.
so I try to block like this, but
show the camera.
I try to block like
Other
this
side.
like
Through
usual.
your-
Other side.
I didn't realize Lisa got up to my neck up here,
Yeah.
and that's where it knocked me out. Like it wouldn't matter.
Bro.
It wouldn't matter.
That's good
if
technique.
It wouldn't matter if I got hit here. It's just my neck is where it matters because I have arthritis on my neck.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, did she punch or kick you?
Kick.
Oh, she kicked you.
Lisa like walks you down like a dog.
Yeah, Lisa's good, bro. Lisa's really good, really technical.
What about when you double dipped? What did Bruce do about that?
Bruce is Tell
Tell that one.
On both Bruce?
Yeah, why do you always get on Bruce's nerves?
No, it's not Bruce's food. That was Vassal's. Bruce was just giving me shit. I don't know. I guess Bruce is. I don't know. I think Bruce is mesophobia. I don't know.
I bet you I can get you talking a little Russian.
Let's see.
Что ты делаешь сегодня вечером?
What? What did he say?
Нет.
He said niet?
Нет?
No. What
Что?
did I do today?
Oh.
I'll say it's for nothing.
You gotta bring this to your face.
Tell us what you did.
Tell us what you did in Russian.
I don't know any Russian.
I thought you were Russian.
That doesn't mean I speak it.
Как будет по-русски Devil of Everett?
What?
Как
Guys,
будет
just 'cause-
по-русски
just 'cause I'm Russian
Devil of
doesn't mean I
Everett?
speak it.
You don't speak it?
Why do you have? Oh, never mind. It's okay. DOE. You're the man.
Devil of Everett. Ah, man. What else? Andy, I want to know more about you, sir. I mean, what do you do? What's kind of like your everyday look like, man? What's your routine look like? Because I know you're a teacher still, right?
Yeah,
Substitute teacher?
it's not too exciting. I mean, I go to the school and
Okay.
teach the kids. And
Nice.
then
What grades do you teach?
I teach 9th graders right now,
Damn, respect.
14-year-olds, 15-year-olds. Yeah.
Those guys are always. I bet they're getting rowdy, man.
You know,
America, man.
yeah, I've had really nice kids this year. I'll be honest. You know,
Nice, man.
there's still kids in there, but they've been really respectful and
good.
it's been good.
man.
It's been good.
That's cool. All three of you guys
Yeah.
work in the education system.
Yeah.
Try
Is
teaching
that
a cascade.
Is that where you went?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to deal with guys like this, man.
Devil at school.
Right.
A lot of weirdos.
Right.
Can you tell me one of the craziest stories you've had teaching?
Well, I think I'll tell you one.
Yes.
So a long time ago, there was this guy. You know, we'll call him Jay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He had to give a presentation. He's a heavier set kid, and so he was also always kind of pushing the limits, jokester. And so he gets up, not passing, I don't believe. So he gets up in front to do this presentation, and he was wearing like loose basketball shorts and a white tee.
Oh no.
But he put like like a paper towel. He put a paper towel roll in his pants in the front, and he started to give his speech like with poking out of the shorts, And I couldn't really accuse him of anything, so I just had to let like the 5-minute speech go on awkward while he's up there like with the paper towel roll in his pants. I didn't want to make a false accusation or anything like that.
Well, then it
so-
looks bad because you're like, why are you looking at his crotch?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was just grading his speech, so yeah, that was pretty funny.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Tell me
That's
one
a-
of your. We'll go around the table. Funniest like school moment.
Yeah, you guys work with
Yeah.
yeah, with some crazy kids.
I think it's hard to find the difference between like funny and just like crazy, because sometimes the crazy is so crazy that it just like makes me mad for a couple hours. But for the most part, like everything's pretty good. I think one of the funniest stories is we had this girl last year. She was a 6th grader, and she was mad about something or just trying to avoid class, and she was in the front office, and this other parent and I were like trying to get her to go back to class, and she's like pulling thumbtacks off the walls and popping them in her mouth, like threatening to swallow them. It was nuts. And then she like took my radio and like ran off with my radio and like tried to take my keys and stuff, and this was like 6th period, so I'm like, why is like it's the end of the day, like what's the deal? That was definitely one of the crazier ones, but I think the funnier ones is we have this kid this year, and he's out in a portable by himself for most of the day, but he wears black Air Forces to school every day.
Oh no. Up to no good.
No, dude, they're like super clean, like spick and span, not a piece of dust on them. And I was like, hey man, like good job keeping those shoes clean. Like, they're freaking awesome. And he's like, yeah, they're easy to keep clean when you're in a fucking portable by yourself all day. And I was like, you know what? Amen. You're absolutely right. But, yeah, that kid's got a good sense of humor. Yeah. Jerry, anything from the first couple weeks of first month of work?
One moment in particular, I was working. I'm gonna use made up names.
Yeah,
Just,
yep.
This kid named Henry. He's like a hothead. He just loves to get mad. I was with him for like my first like 3 weeks, and one day he flipped his lid. He's like freaking out. I gotta calm him down, and then I hear on my radio, Sarah just beat another student, and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, I need help over here, and then I check my phone in our work group chat. It's like another kid. Joseph ran out of the class and he's screaming the N-word in the hallways, and it's like Joseph is white and he's like 60 pounds. So it's all in like the span of like 15 minutes. I'm just like,
dude.
holy crap.
When it rains, it pours.
Dude,
man.
yeah.
Welcome to a behavior program. But it's cool because you just, over time, you get to see these kids change and their behavior changes, and they are slowly being able to socialize with other kids and become functional human beings, you know?
Semi.
Yeah, like Pavel, exactly.
Pavel's the most functional human being I know, bro. This guy goes to work at 3 a.m., goes straight to the gym.
Yeah, any crazy stories from Boeing?
I want to hear one.
I think lots of them.
Just
Oh.
give us the best one.
Like the one that makes you
I got
skin
one crazy one. I think might shock you.
crawl. Oh.
Okay.
We had a guy get fired recently. You ever heard of L&I?
Yeah, L&I, physical therapy.
No,
So we had a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a
They send a lot of those guys to my.
we had a guy get walked out for L&I fraud.
Oh, dang. That's
So
crazy.
apparently he filed an L&I because he had to do surgery in his shoulder a while back. Apparently, by L&I rules, you're not supposed to come to work,
Sure.
and they pay you to stay home.
Yeah.
Well, they actually pay you more than at Boeing. He still showed up to work, working 12 hours a day, just talking to random people, talk shit to people. And collecting money on top,
Not
and
good.
and always fucking shit up too.
Dang.
Well, not always fucking shit up, but purposely doing it.
Oh.
And then one day they saw him working all these 12 hours, and they just decided to investigate it. And they found out that he's been doing it for like nearly a year.
You're collecting L&I money for a year?
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
Wow.
I was like,
double.
Yeah.
so apparently what I heard is that he's gonna have to pay either all that money back and gonna have to deal with that shit at court.
Oh.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's like that's like a felony crime, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a felon.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he was in the Navy too.
Oh.
Gotta be up there with like embezzlement or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Racketeering, maybe?
Yeah.
I can tell you one crazy one from reffing. Corbin, you were with me too.
Oh, okay. I want to hear this.
So
Yeah.
Oh.
I was you remember when I was reffing middle school, two North middle school kids? When one of them took him down, one of them farted during the match.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny.
I was trying.
There was two kids on the same team. They were wrestling in an exhibition match each other. And this kid, like, went to mat return his opponent, and he, like, squeezed his stomach on the way down. The kid just, like, but, like, he farted super loud. And the gym was quiet, so everybody heard it. We were just all, like it was,
I was trying not to laugh.
yeah, and Paul was on the mat reffing, like, just, like, like,
I was trying not to laugh.
Good job, Paul.
I was trying so hard not to laugh. Even Isaac's dad was like,
Yeah, I
laughing.
know.
So did they
Give it to him.
did they threaten to fire you if you kept doing your shadow boxing before the wrestling matches? Or what?
I've had complaints about it in the past.
Why? They think it's unprofessional?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Shadow boxing.
Dude, he would always send it to the soldiers of all.
He's like another day serving the community, and then he's out there shadow boxing.
Like in the middle of the mat or what?
like before.
I mean, I didn't care. I didn't really care.
He was in his ref shirt, like.
I didn't care.
Awesome. It was awesome.
I didn't care.
But yeah, I
But
missed
whatever.
those.
Me too.
I missed those.
Me too.
I haven't done it since then. It's just like I've just been like more mature about it since then.
Well, I was gonna ask because we have wrestler background. I asked you before. You said that it's not that big a deal if you don't shake hands after a wrestling match. I heard it's like a really big deal.
I mean,
Like you're supposed to.
depends.
It's not like illegal, but
I mean,
like sportsmanship, isn't that?
yeah, sportsmanship. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, it's like an unspoken rule if it's not an actual rule. But yeah, you gotta.
I mean, with COVID nowadays, it's like
Paul, that was 5 years ago.
doesn't matter. Still, maybe not everyone wants to shake hands.
How? You don't want to shake hands after wrestling each other with like no clothes on? You're wearing a singlet and you're all sweaty. I don't think.
I'm not
shaking
saying
hands
that.
is,
It's
like,
just
the-
it's a maybe some people are afraid of germs. You don't know. You don't know.
That's crazy. That sounds like you took it personally.
I'm supposed to-
personally or something.
Yeah, I was
It was like
that's the
The most you
context,
could do
like-
is a fist bump.
the handshake.
That's why I don't shake. That's why when I ref, I don't shake
Well, that's
hands
what I was
anymore. I
trying to
just
tell
fist bump. That's it. I don't shake like the wrestler's hand. I just do fist bump now.
I was saying more about like because that happened at our school. Like the guy he was upset he lost. I think didn't shake hands, and then went up and like cold clocked the guy and from behind. Yeah, like,
That's
in the back of the head. Yeah, like so.
that's ref's discretion, I'd say.
I'm just
What?
worried.
No, I'm talking about the shaking hands part.
Oh, okay, I
The
know,
shaking
but
hands.
I was just
I
saying
did this
like,
one, yeah.
right. But
No, not the assault part. The shaking hands.
The coaches seemed to be upset that you wouldn't shake hands. Like even Daniel Cormier, he was like really upset when his like wrestlers did not want to shake hands.
If you don't let the ref raise your arm, that's unsportsmanlike conduct.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know.
But, like at the high school I coach at, like we have consequences if you aren't respectful, and even at Explorer, like I had consequences for my athletes when they were disrespectful. Like you don't throw your headgear after you lose. I don't care how bad you lose or whatever. Like you walk off the mat respectfully, you shake the other coach's hand, and then you go sit down. Like you don't
As you should.
walk off and throw your shit everywhere. It's just bad sportsmanship, and that's not what I want my team to look like. You know.
Whatever you guys have, that's your guys' discretion. For me, I mean, if I see it, normally if a ref sees you throw your headgear on the ground after, no matter what your reaction is, win or lose,
Yeah.
that's unsportsmanlike conduct. But that's like I said, it's the ref's discretion.
Yeah.
I mean,
What if you were a coach? Like, what would you expect? Or you would just be like, you know,
I talk to him privately, be like, the hell is this?
would you be like no mercy, like, try to, like,
Strike first, strike hard.
yeah,
I'd probably have a conversation with him about it. I wouldn't like scream at him
you'd be kind of dirty team.
and tell him it's a dick move.
Jizzy, you said you had a story?
Yeah, he was talking about. You mentioned like getting cold clocked. I remember. I think it was like my first or second year of coaching high school wrestling back in North Carolina. We had this first year wrestler going against this like 2-time state qualifier, and he was just like this guy was like a natural athlete for being a first year wrestler, and he was about to pin this 2-time state qualifier, and he just starts like wailing on my wrestler like
What?
"Oosh, oosh." And at first I'm like, oh, that looked like a punch. I was like, wait, that looks like another punch. And then I was like, wait. And I'm like, and by the time I like even get out of my chair, like everyone's running to the center of their mat, pulling him off. He's like trying to fight through the coaches, like to get to my wrestler.
That's
I'm
crazy.
Like, just screaming like, you're a fucking joke. Get off my wrestler. 'Cause I couldn't even get to him. Everyone was there. But then he was able to compete next week and at States.
Wow.
But I think he showed his ass too much at States and got disqualified, or he lost. So good on him. I don't know your name, but you had an orange singlet from maybe Pitt. You're a pussy, all right? Fuck you.
He probably go to see this. He probably go see this.
yeah.
He probably go see this.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Filippo. He was very cool that day.
Dude, that reminds me. I have a crazy story in high school. I have a video of it too. I was in the hallways, and I don't think I was always the shorter kid, and I was probably the shortest out of my whole group. Me and my group. You're good. Sorry. But I was in the hallways with my boys, actually, and one girl, and then there's this taller girl. I wouldn't say big ass, but like taller girl. She walks through and she shoves me into the locker. You know about this story?
Yeah.
She shoves me into the locker out of everyone. I guess we were blocking the hallway, but you could have at least said, "Hey, excuse me." Shoves me into the locker like hard, and of course I'm not gonna just take that. So I look at her and I'm like, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?" And she goes, "You gotta get out of my way, bitch." And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And so I'm just like, "Yo, why you gotta do that?" And she slaps me across the face. And then
Did you dodge it?
just wait for it. She slaps me, but she hits me with it. And then so on the video, my friend starts recording. I like push her back with one hand. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna hit a girl. Why would you hit me? She's like, I barely even hit you. And I'm like, all right. And then I start walking the other direction. like I'm turning around, like away from her. I hear her fucking feet shuffling, couple steps, and then I can hear her swing. And I look out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, oh shit, she's swinging. And then I dodge it. Here's the video. I dodge it, and then she goes flying across, because she like put her whole body into it. And I'm just like, what the fuck? She's like, stop doing that, stop doing. I'm like, dude, you literally slapped me in the face. And so what I did was like, I was in so much shock, and I was like, bro, I feel like, because this girl's known to be like a crazy bitch. Basically, like a very crazy bitch, and I was scared that she was gonna like tell her friends to like jump me or something, you know. And so I go to, I think it was my 6th grade. Do you know Mr. Bishop?
Yeah.
I tell my 6th period teacher, I'm like, hey, like I don't know what this girl's name is, but she just tried to do this to me, and I feel like she's gonna get a whole bunch of people to try to jump me. And so he tells like I think the principal and stuff, and we find out who it is, and then she gets like not expelled but suspended for a week, and then I got like 2 days in school suspension, because they were just like, yeah, you like you were in conflict with her even though you didn't start it. But I was the one that told on her. I was like, bro, I do not want this to escalate anymore.
You're not smoke.
Yeah. So yeah, crazy, man.
I can't believe you have a clip of that. I've never seen that video.
You've never seen it? You
No.
know Nathan Spinagle?
Oh,
he started recording it. He's like, world star.
Dude, I have a crazy story about Nathan Spinagle.
Okay, let me hear it.
Okay.
You guys know Nathan? Nato from the gym, the tall guy? Yeah, he's fucking funny.
So I I took a 0 period weight training my sophomore year. So like I would go to school at 6:20 in the morning and go do yeah. So I would go before first period. It was like an actual class.
Wow.
Because I had my my schedule was full, so I couldn't take a PE class, and so I wanted to get in PE so I could lift for football and wrestling. So I would go. My dad would just take me on his way to work in the morning, and it worked out. But anyway, I was lifting with this guy named Tyler. You know Tyler Dunnigan?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and Tyler shows me this video of Nathan Spinagle in the leadership classroom, and it's just like he's just like recording like the whiteboard. He's like probably 10 or 15 feet back, and all of a sudden you see Nathan Spinagle jogging across with like his dick and balls hanging out of his shorts, and they're just like flopping around in the classroom while the teacher was gone.
That sounds like something he would do. Man, that guy was so crazy, man. One of the craziest guys
like
I know.
in school, like not even like after hours. Like this was like straight up like 3rd period the day before or something
Midday.
like that. Yeah, it's just.
My paper towel story.
But it's just like what is the thought process of you doing that? Funny
That's
story,
yeah.
though.
He's had so many stories like that, but that sounds just about right.
Well, that's like when he beat up those crackheads that were over by
You guys know that,
Everett.
dude. Back in my earlier vlogs, I've got so many clips, bro. He used to live in like a weird part of everywhere in Everett. It's really weird.
Nathan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where he kicked that crackhead in the head?
Yes.
No, he front kicked him because
He like teeped him. Yeah.
That video is so crazy.
Yeah. There were these.
I'll put up the video right here.
Dude, no, these guys were literally they were smoking crack right by the bus stop where the kids get off for school. Like
Crazy.
And these kids were literally like getting off the bus. He's walking like, you guys got to get the fuck out of here right now. Like you can't be smoking crack around kids. And Nathan called them junkies. So they got super mad. And they got up. He's like, you want some bitch? And Nathan just starts recording.
As he's recording.
And then all of a sudden you see Nathan's foot go up, and then the crackhead just like
It's all right here. I have it all saved.
he just like falls on the ground. Well, he literally goes, you want some bitch? And then Nathan just like boop, and then he just like falls. You hear all his shit go everywhere. It's like, goes all over the cement. Oh, it was funny.
Forgot they were smoking crack.
Dude, 'cause Nathan used to long story short, I used to have like garage fights in my house every Friday, and like Nathan would be there fighting someone. Dude, I used to like make these cards, bro. I used to like stack. I was a promoter, dude. I would be like, hey, you're fighting him, and they would have like walkouts and stuff with like music. We'd turn all the lights off. It was crazy, bro.
What's
Bored for this.
Yeah, I was really bored for it.
So when Bilal was a sophomore and I was in 8th grade, my buddy Ryan, who I used to play Xbox with all the time, he had Xbox beef with this guy named James, literally over Rainbow Six Siege. Like it was over just some dumb shit, but they would just beef each other all the time. So they set up a fight in Bilal's garage one day after school on like a Friday. It was probably around this time of year.
Yeah,
actually. It was, like, the
around
end of
this
the
time.
year.
Yeah.
And just no gloves, no nothing, just straight up fighting on the mats. And there's that huge ass pole in your garage,
Yeah, and
too.
the pole. Yeah. And then there's like cat litter on the side. I'm pretty sure like Ryan stepped in the cat litter during it. But the craziest part was they were both from different schools.
Yeah.
So
One
I
was
pulled up
Connect,
to my
one was
house,
Mariner.
and there were like cars parked from the bottom of the hill all the way up.
There was probably 40 people there.
40 people. It was insane. I thought the cops were gonna get called on us, but no.
You
Bro.
put up a clip of that.
Oh, we're putting the whole
I
thing
have-
up,
I have
man.
the
I
clip.
have it too.
You were like the Kimbo Slice.
Dude, that's all I did back then, dude. Not good though. In hindsight, I was like, I should have listened to my parents. They're like, you could have gotten like crazy lawsuit because it's like on our property. But luckily,
Your parents just let you do it?
no, they didn't. They didn't.
Your dad was cool about it.
No. He was not. He was cool with like it
Sparring
being like
and
sanctioned and stuff like that. But no, not in. Yeah.
I'm shocked. Your dad's really like laid back about a lot. You doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because this is what I do now is like way calmer than what I used to do before.
Pavel
dude.
thinks your dad was the promoter and he's like organizing the whole thing. Like
I
skimming
just thought
money
your
off
dad
the
was really
top.
cool about it.
He is cool, but yeah, not when it's on his property and I could get them in trouble.
Oh my gosh.
Do you guys have any did you guys get into any fights? What about you, Andy? You get into any fights when you were
Never
younger?
been in a fight.
Really? You do seem like a very like laid back guy. You always try to like avoid conflict, or you handle conflict really well.
Well, I mean,
Especially with what you do.
like, yeah, I don't know. I just been, I guess try to avoid conflict, So.
Guys, disclaimer. Andy, you are the hardest puncher in Charlie's Combat Club. Easily.
Oh, wow.
Easily. Dude, I can't hold for this guy, bro. Like, after like 3 punches, it hurts, dude. I'm pretty sure, I forgot what podcast it was, but there was I'm going to find it, I'm going to send it to you. There's a whole segment. It was like, I think it was me and Eddie. We were talking about how like holding for you is the worst thing ever, dude.
But not like I know, but I go lighter when I like spar, but just when I hold.
You're just
when
so
flex.
heavy-handed, dude. I think it's like your bone density. Like you're just straight your bones, dude.
I mean,
I
yeah.
gotta
I don't
take you
know.
to the
Yeah.
punching machine. I want
Yeah.
to see how hard you can crack. Have you tried one of those before?
Not yet. No, I see you guys' videos. Like I want to try that.
Dude, I think they have one around. I don't know. They have it around here. We gotta see it, dude.
Order
One for C3.
Dude, that would be crazy.
I'll throw in like $100 to buy one.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they can't be that expensive. Probably $1,000. Maybe.
That thing would break so fast.
I'm gonna look on OfferUp real quick. I'm gonna see if they sell it.
Charlie's gonna let us do that.
Probably not, but actually, Charlie might because it might make the place that much litter. Like, I want that. I want a cold plunge for Charlie's too.
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
That would be
How can we
sweet.
get Charlie's to expand? How can we make that happen?
I think he wants us to, but he's so focused in one championship right now. So it's kind of on the reins of like Jake, me, Mrs. P. But like no, that's definitely my goal is like to make Charlie's bigger because like dude, the amount of people we've gotten is over the past year is insane. Like
Small too. Our gym's small.
our
But I
gym's
also
small.
appreciate it's like an iconic gym, man.
It
Like,
really
this
is.
like even if it gets bigger, like it's like special. It's like a special little place.
Very
like,
special, bro.
Like,
What's that thing called?
Punching machine. Just look up punching machine. But before Charlie's, I was at 3 other MMA gyms. You were at like a couple
Krav
too,
Maga
right? Krav
gym.
Maga,
Yeah.
yeah. And so
Yeah.
it's like, dude, it's very, very special, man. It took me a while to find like a place like this. But when I did Taekwondo, it was very, very similar. Like it was like a smaller gym. The community was super cool.
Right.
So when I quit, I was like, man, I want to find like a community like this. And so it took like 2-3 gyms for me to find it, and I found
You
it.
went to.
I went to Team Wise and I went to Catalyst.
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 Yeah, dude, Catalyst was fucked. I remember my second week there. They're like, okay, you need to spar. You're actually pretty good. So they put me against this like 200-pound Asian guy. Dude, he was huge, and we just went at it. And I was winning the whole time, but I was just like trying to hit and not get hit. But he was trying to take my head off. And I was like, dude, you guys aren't saying anything about this. I'm like, dude, it's my second week here, dude. Like, we should not be doing this. And they were like, they had too much ego and stuff like that. It's good to go hard though. Like we can go hard at each other, but it's like the ego's gone once we step off the mat.
They're a little more expensive than I thought. They're about $7,000.
7,000? Dude, we have a lot of people at Charlie's. We could probably.
This one's 580.
Yeah, that one looks a little sus though.
Yeah, it looks kind of ghetto. It's fine. Yeah, they're all like.
How was it like at Team Wise?
Maybe some place that's
Dude, it was very, very weird because it was all little kids, dude. Little kids, and then their fight team only had 2 people. Yeah, it was weird, man. I didn't like it.
boxing arcade machine auction.
The boxing arcade, that'd be lit.
So Pavel, what's your favorite part of living in your new apartment?
Ooh, that's a good
You
call.
know, like yeah.
More freedom.
Hey, this one's from.
Do you buy your own groceries?
I did, yeah.
You do?
I do, yeah.
What do you usually? What's your like meal? Your meal prep look like?
You don't want to know.
Why is that?
What do you ask you? Face the camera, Mama. Let him know.
I'm asking about his meal prep, like his
It's not-
his grocery. What's your grocery? Like, walk us through your grocery cart.
It's not very
Healthy?
good. Yeah, not very healthy.
No judgment.
I just eat what I want.
Okay. Well, we've already seen that today.
Like, elaborate. Is it just
Tell the people what you ordered. Tell the people what you ordered today.
Yeah.
Snacks. Like
No. What did you order at the Muse? Like, what did you already eat just today?
Oh, just breakfast sandwiches. Oh, and the burrito.
And what was for dessert?
Cinnamon roll.
and what'd you drink?
Hot chocolate. Cocoa.
Hey, toasted marshmallow. Hot
Toasted
chocolate.
marshmallow, yeah. Hey, it's good coffee, too.
Yes, it
Coffee
is.
in there, bro.
He's
matter.
had the coffee before here. What about you, Mr. Andy? What does your diet look like? Because I know you're much older, but dude, you keep your body so
Well, thank you.
fucking
Yeah, no.
pristine.
Yeah,
dude.
it's been a progression. Like over the years, I'm still trying to tweak it. You know, because like I'm not even thinking about. I want like to maybe do a fight, but until I can get into the 150s, I've never weight cut. I'm not even thinking about it.
Kickboxing.
Kickboxing.
Ooh, bro, you'd fuck some people
Yeah,
up.
I'm not ready for MMA. Well, we saw that today. But yeah, so I just like a lot of chicken, fish, rice. You actually, speaking of old, I just had my colonoscopy.
Oh,
Let me tell you guys about
dude,
it.
please. This is.
I mean, I know you got like 20 years. I know you got like 20 years till this, but I'm here.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 45 years old.
Wow,
Like,
bro,
so-
you look good, man.
Thank you.
That's goals,
Thank you.
man. Goals.
Thank you. Yeah. Here's what.
Here's a little sneak peek.
So yeah, at 45 you get it, like they moved it from 50 to 45 because so many people are getting like colon cancer. Okay, so I signed up, I did it. So you have to like cut out all the fiber from your diet like the first like 3 days before.
Right.
So I was just eating a bunch of just white type of foods, like so. And then you have to do a liquid water or liquid fast for like 24 hours before you go. And then you have to drink 64 ounces of this stuff that just totally cleans you out.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I go in there. It's my first surgery, and I go at 6:30. My mom brings me, and I go in there, and I get dressed. I go in my gown, and they're like, ask me all these, surgery questions and stuff, and they put an IV in my arm, and and I'm just waiting there, and then the doctor comes in. She's like, yeah, this is like low risk, turnover. And,
So we get the
and so
business.
they put oxygen in, and she's like, okay, you might feel a little tingle in your hand. That's normal, so I'm just waiting for that tingle. Never felt it. I was out. Like I wake up in a different room, like that, I wake up in a different room with this guy. He's like, yeah, you're done, blah blah blah.
no, you're good,
Oh,
you
it's
got it,
fine.
you got
It's
it.
fine.
Come right through.
good.
Yes, sir. You're good.
Am I part of the film?
If you want to be.
You gotta sign
say no.
the discretionary waivers.
Keep going.
So that's pretty much it. I mean, it was like a wild experience. Have you guys ever been put down under?
Yes, it's crazy. It's just like boom, and then you're out.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of scary, honestly.
It's kind of scary when you think like what I don't know what they did to me when I was.
I remember my time when I was at the hospital for a week.
Oh yeah, when you had that thing in your arm. Wait. So, right after it didn't. How was it right after?
So again, you wake up in this totally different room, and like I felt fine. They had to wheel you out, and you can't drive that day or whatever.
Right,
but
right.
like I just had, it was like it was an interesting experience. So I had a polyp, like a big one. They had to test it. Luckily, it's like non-cancerous.
Nice, good.
So it was good they got it. You know what I mean? I got to go back in 6 months and like do it again.
Oh.
I'm just using it as a cleanse.
That's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it.
Think positive.
Yeah, for sure. And plus, better be safe than sorry, right?
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
So I got to be kind of like on my diet. I got to be on my diet. I'm on high cholesterol medicine now. All the old people stuff, man.
My dad
So-
has got high
Yeah.
cholesterol too.
Yeah.
But man,
trying
yeah,
to hang with you young bucks, man.
yeah,
That's it.
respect. That's what's so cool. There's like a lot of older people too at Charlie's joining now, man, and it's like they're keeping up with us, and they've got this healthy lifestyle going, and they always tell me how much better they feel, and so that makes me really happy, man. That's one of my goals is to like longevity wise is just to stay as healthy as possible. That's one thing that I'm very, very grateful for. Being a fighter is that it's just taught me to just be an overall better,
You seem to
healthy.
do a good job of that.
Yeah, I have to, because like my body's what makes me money, and so I have to be on top of my P's and Q's for that.
I love that about martial arts because you have to be like or it's really painful if you don't stay in shape. Like, so it's like motivation to like at least live a healthy lifestyle. So I love it.
You have, I mean, just to be a good, overall healthy human being, like
Right.
then you have to do these things.
You do, yeah. It's good stuff.
What I think is really cool is when I've been going to the 415 like BJJ class in the gi.
Nice.
Cause I haven't put a gi on in 6 months probably. So it's nice to just get back in it. And I went to Electric North last week up in Lake Stevens with Jake and yeah, it was crazy. But there's a bunch of just older dudes.
No
in there,
one's coming to
like,
save you.
Yeah, exactly. But like you get these guys, get to be like 35, 40 and up, and dude, these like older guys are just like killing it, especially in the gi too. They're just so methodical. Yeah, dude, they got that old man strength. They're just gonna just hunker down everything. But
It's a real
it totally is. But it's cool to watch. Especially these older guys who are just discovering jiu-jitsu for the first time and have it like it turns into a passion for them and like an outlet for all these feelings and emotions they probably haven't been able to get out in years because just haven't done jiu-jitsu. It teaches you so much about handling your emotions and your body control and your mind. So I just think that's been really cool to watch and take notes of as I'm starting to like go through my 20s and figure out what I want to do for the rest of my life. But this is a sport and a skill that I want to continue to have for the rest of my life. It's so long as my body allows for it. And it just teaches good stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I've a little bit.
The sun is shining.
The sun feels so good. Oh my
I've been-
God, I'm so happy.
I've been saying it for a while. Depends on like for jiu-jitsu or wrestling. Like I've been saying for a while. Once I get my black belt, that's when I like want to call it. But I mean, I get what Jake was saying. Like you can learn so much throughout that time, especially after black belt. Even like other famous people like LeBron or John. I mean, I get it. But like I said, I'm like miles away from black belt, so we don't even know where the future's gonna hold.
Yeah, but like I feel like when you get a black belt, that's when you just really start learning.
Yeah, that's true.
Like people say, like purple belt is where you start to develop your game. Blue belt is you have the commitment. Purple belt's where you develop your game. Brown is where you really start to learn, and black is where you realize I don't know shit because there's so many levels to being a black belt. I mean, you look at a guy that just got his black belt, right? And then you look at all these old dudes who are 20 years old who've had their black belt for 20 years,
Yeah.
and they're just an encyclopedia of technique.
Yeah, but I didn't start young. I started when I was like
It don't matter.
24 or 23.
Is DJ a black belt?
Yeah.
He just got his black belt, right? And he started when he was 23?
Yeah.
22?
Yeah.
Started doing jiu-jitsu, early 20s. Look at him now, dude. He just won an IBJJF gold.
I'm aware.
But he just got his black belt. Imagine that guy in 20 years when he's almost 60. Almost 60. How much shit he's going to know.
He's probably going to be a grandmaster eventually.
I also feel like for you, Pavel, I don't think you should ever stop doing martial arts, dude. not with your.
It depends on how much my body can take. It
That's true,
depends,
that's true.
and like I said, we still got a long future. I'm still like miles from black belt. We don't know the future. You guys don't know my future. I don't know my own future yet.
You know who does?
Yeah,
Tell the people who knows your
God
future.
knows the
Pavel.
future.
There you go.
So-
Pavel, there you go.
we'll see where it goes.
Exactly. But
Maybe-
also don't cut
maybe
yourself
I'll-
short.
Maybe I won't stop. Maybe I might. We don't know. It just depends on how much more I can take it. I've been wrestling since I was like 14, so
That's
it's like
true.
I don't know how much more I want to do it.
That's true. You also might be like who knows, like an adult film star, or maybe like a.
Or I got other stuff to focus on.
Yeah, that's
Johnny
true.
Sins, you know what I mean? Johnny Sins. I can see you guys in a video together.
Because I had 2 job offers to go to QA.
Oh, there you
I
go.
declined them.
There you go.
Inspector.
Alright.
Inspector. To either save my body or go to second shift, give all this up. And that's not something I want to do.
There you go.
I don't want to give it up over because of of an area that's a shit show.
Are you trying to do more career goals, or are you trying to start to settle down with the family?
I don't know.
Done any dates recently? You're supposed to go on one today. You went on a date today?
She bailed. It's whatever. That's all good.
What a B word.
What was the plan?
We don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe we'll walk around.
What time are we at?
44.
Oh, nice.
40 minutes, yeah.
Oh, that was a quick 40 minutes.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. I thought it was like only 20. Good shit, good shit. Well, man, I think I might cut it right there because I don't know if my phone can take anymore, but pleasure having all the boys on the podcast. Asian Cracker Corbin, Jizzy J, Devil of Everett, Andy Combo Straight. Andy Combo Straight. I like that. Hardest puncher in C3. Kickboxing debut coming soon. Coming soon. Coming
What are you
soon.
doing, bro?
Damn, Pablo!
strip.
Damn, look at the SpongeBob, bro. Damn. All right, appreciate you guys tuning in. Aku cinta, kalian semua. See you guys on the next one. Let's go.